Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Lucid's Tournament Game 7, where we are playing Helheim. This is turn 33. Let's jump into things. So this might be a little bit of a short turn, because I might breeze through some of the stuff. I'm kind of limited on time at the moment, but we'll try to cover as much as we can. We've done a series of reanimation castings. We have gathered 11 blood slaves in Tiny Willow. Nice. And we have a series of battles to watch. So, first in Ungbaloth, we attack. Concerned that maybe he will have something here, but he's just got province defense, so no issue. Our herdmen should handle this just fine. We've got another battle in Ard. I need to actually change that real quick. Where we have, yet again, concern. Maybe he has something here. It's province defense. Okay, then we have another one where we are attacked in Zemria. Now, if you remember, Zemria is, well, Zemria is between Ard and my capital. So, he has sent a little band of Oirapatas into Zemria. And now Zemria doesn't really have much going on here. It's got like 6 PD, sure, but they're not going to be able to hold off the Oirapatas. That's just not going to happen. And done. We are not successful in cheaping an Oirapata, so unfortunate. Then we are attacked, well, Tirnanog is attacked in Glimmering Fields by 2 Inaris, and my assumption here is Tirnanog is breaching or has breached the fort this turn, so this is just an attempt by Saramatia to get these Inaris out of the line of fire. Hopefully, maybe, you know, have them retreat to a nearby location, which would be, oh no, I don't think we get to see them. So we have a battle in Gifa where we are pinged by a scout. And then there's the actual battle in Tirnanog, or in Glimmering Fields, between Tirnanog and Saramatia, and there's nothing here. So this is just going to be a slaughter of, you know, wall guard. So doesn't lose anything. Very nice. So that's it as far as actual battles. We have an unexpected event in High Peaks, where we find a black steel full plate and a skull talisman. Nothing great, but sure, we'll take it. Worldwide event has occurred, so we have thaumaturgy rituals cheaper this month. There is a battle in Silent Wetlands that we have witnessed as some troglodytes rise up against Marverni. We have completed the construction of the palisades in Brightgate. Fantastic. We've started to destroy the fort in Gifa, but again, taking a very long time doing so. And Oridne Dangerbane, the god of Agartha, has been vanquished. Okay, so Agartha is finally out. We have our first full casualty. What is happening this turn? Well, the main focus for this turn is this little Oirapata scenario, and we might actually change what we're doing here. Probably gonna change this at the very least. So this little group of Oirapatas has ventured out a little far and gotten themselves trapped behind enemy lines. There is a possibility that they could do a number of different things. So, obviously we want to kill them, right? We want to punish this. What is the most likely option that is going to happen? And this is why this might actually change. What I'm going to do might actually change. And that is basically that we might not move Com 2 into Ard. Because I think the most likely scenario is for him to try to pull back through Ard while reinforcing the group in order to keep basically like rescue. You know, it's like attacking in a cordon out of a siege, right, to rescue a Sally or something like that, you know. So it's most likely that he's going to go here, but it's possible that he goes into a number of locations. So we are going to hit those other locations in the chance that that is where he goes. So we are sending Bernard's pikemen into Wise Spring Grove, and they're going to be reinforced by which one of these? By Hearst 17 with a group of Hellherdings. I don't know that that's sufficient, but I hope that the Pikeneers combined with 5 Hellherdings is enough to take out, you know, an equivalent amount of Oirapatas. I'm not sure, truth be told. Maybe I will buff. No, it's just Deer Tribe, so I'm not going to do that. Then we have an attack in, we're sending Hearst 29 into Strim Claver with 13 Jade Maidens, right? So we'll do that with Jarl 13. We're sending King 1, 3, and King 4 into Rame, so there will be 240 Long Dead here. I don't know, it's possible his Oirapatas still kill that, but if he decides to move forward into Rame and maybe start like raiding me around, right, maybe that's his plan, then he's gonna run into 240 Long Dead first. So we'll see how that works. I'm gonna laugh. He'll probably just kill them. My assumption is though these guys are very unlikely to rout. So I assume we'll take heavy casualties, but he will die. And we are attacking with Jarl 11, right? So Jarl 11 is moving in with the actual army, with Herdmen, with Jade Maidens, with Hellherdings. This is more than enough to take on what is happening at Zimria. So in Wise Spring Grove, we might lose, but we'll probably win. In Strimcliver, we should definitely win. In Rame, we should definitely win. In Zimria, we should definitely win. But why would he stay in Zimria? Well, he might not have a choice, because we're going to Seeking Arrow him. So if we are successful, and this is potentially, I don't know, it's a possibility. So a Warrior Sorceress normally has 12 hit points, but actually, if we watch the battle, this Warrior Sorceress is diseased, right? So it has lost some of its maximum HP, so it is a little bit more susceptible to a Seeking Arrow. I think it's still relatively unlikely that we're going to get the Seeking Arrow kill, but it's possible. And if we do get the Seeking Arrow kill, then this force is just going to be probably slaughtered, so that's good. Again though, the real likelihood I think is going into Ard. So if he cordons, if he sends out a force to rally around these Oirapatas, then I think sending this group 2 into Ard is likely to just result in their death. So we might not do that. I wish we had someone else leading this group of Herdmen, because then we could just go stealth mode right now. And that would be pretty decent. Unfortunately, we do not. So I think we'll probably just pull back. If he is wise and he just like tries to make it to This is 26 units that I don't have a reason to just lose. You know? If we can successfully, like, I think we leave Ard open, honestly. If I can afford... Here's the thing. I can afford to lose 26 units. And he afford to lose these 6 Oirapatas. I don't know. Honestly. I think we maybe send a secondary group here. That's a pretty big commitment, honestly. But we're gonna try it out. If we, it's kind of at the point, like, if he intercepts any of these groups and slaughters the groups, none of them on their own, well, except for, like, Jarl 11. Like, if he slaughters Jarl 11 and all of the forces there, then that would be a massive issue. Or I guess maybe if he somehow successfully beat 240 Long Dead with 6 Oirapatas, right? That would be a big issue. But catching 5 Hellherdings and 26 Herdmen, not a super big deal. Catching Bernard and another 5 Hellherdings and winning, not a big deal. Catching, I guess if he caught 13 Oirapatas and 5 Hellherdings, I'd be like, and 1, I'd be like, what the fuck, yo? But it's possible. Who knows? He could rout us. But I think, so the big question mark here is the Commander 2 into Ard, especially, like, doubling down with Hellherdings. That is risky and could definitely get us a loss or get our noses bloodied. But I don't think it bloodies us enough at this point to matter too terribly much. Especially since pretty shortly, even if the Seeking Arrow play doesn't work, we're going to be moving into Brightgate, and we're going to start doing things like Seeking Arrows, or more specifically, we're probably going to do some Fires from Afar, right? Because Fires from Afar will kill the shit out of Inari just as much as Seeking Arrow will, if not more. There's some bad news. So we are upgrading the fortress immediately, right? So that's important. We do have some bad news. We've got our secondary Hungadrot, and it's another Death 4. That's not, like, Death 4 is great, but I really had like, for instance, if this was an Air 3, then this would be a super easy, awesome turn for us, because we would be like, oh, double Seeking Arrow, that sorceress is definitely gonna die, done, right? And then we would have that in our arsenal. We'd be able to move into Brightgate, and we'd be able to go, okay, if he steps out with anything, double Seeking Arrow, go, right? And that would be a really big deal, because it would mean that he either has to stay contained, or he has to reinforce those with everything he's got, right? Would be the concept. But we keep on not getting an Air 3, which, I mean, granted, we only have a 25% chance. I guess technically we have higher than a 25% chance, because you can get the 10% chance, but realistically we only have a 25% chance, and we've only gotten 2, so I shouldn't really complain yet, I guess. But I was really hoping that we would luck into the Air 3, and we haven't. So we are also doing more Dwarven Hammers. We have a Dwarven Hammer on our Owl Quill maker now. This turn, because we immediately upgraded the fortress, we do not have that much money, which is why we are dumping into another van here instead of a Hangadrot. Another van here for recruitment purposes as well. We're sending our first Hearst 9 into... We can't really move very far into Kalem's territory, but we're trying to embed ourselves into Kalem's territory a little bit. We're sending the next raiding force. I think we're only going to commit to, like, maybe 2 or 3 raiding forces before we pull the trigger, and they're probably not even going to be entirely at the ready, right? Because I think I think Tirnanog plans on pulling the trigger almost immediately. So that's pretty much it for the turn, honestly. We're continuing to blood hunt. We have 5 blood hunters now with sanguine dowsing rods, so our income should start to pick up. In the next several turns, we're going to be looking to continue production of Vanyarls. And then we will probably put down a lab in Ormond or in Sinafe. And probably we will start blood hunting in those locations as well, truth be told. It's very easy for us to get enough patrollers in the case of undead. Oh, we're probably also going to, we're going to forge some amulets. I've already started just because we have such a decent income on death gems. But we're probably going to do some Dwarven Hammer amulets of the dead, just to increase the efficacy of our reanimation production, because, you know, why not? Gets us an extra 2 long dead for every time we cast it. We're casting it a whole bunch right now. 5 cast is a free cast, like a hole punch on your Chuck E. Cheese ticket or something. But anyways, that is pretty much it for the turn. The only real exciting thing is this in Zimria. We're also sneaking over Van Heers to hopefully reinforce Gifa here in the near future. Hopefully this little thing goes well and we don't get bloodied. He might try to abandon it. He might just be like, well, shit, it's fucking lost. Or he might try to save it. My assumption is he's actually probably going to try. This is why I sent stuff everywhere. Is I would assume he's actually going to be like, oh shit, this is probably going to get killed. I should hurt him with it first. So I actually expect him to like not go directly back, to go sideways or to try to hit me somewhere, you know, whatever. So we'll see. Guess we could put. I don't think that's going to matter, but it's also only 20 gold. All right, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.